We're on the Uinta-Wasatch-Cache National Forest on the Evanston Mountain View Ranger District. We're on the Mill City RX, which is approximately 20 miles south of Evanston on the Mirror Lake Highway, Highway 150. The objectives for the burn is to restore and regenerate the aspen. Aspen is the declining species across the Intermountain West, and eliminate the conifer encroachment that's currently within the unit. Fire at certain intensities is good for aspen because it will scarify the surface and cause new aspen to start to sprout up. Because aspen is a single colony, those new roots will allow new suckers to sprout up and grow new growth. Prescribed fire is a good tool for the health of the forest because it allows us to treat a large amount of acres with a relatively low cost in comparison to what it would cost for us to mechanically thin or hand thin a unit of the same size. The total unit is 913 acres. It's been treated a couple times already by a timber harvest, and then we burnt some of the timber piles that were remnants of the leftover from the harvest. And today we're treating approximately 600 to 700 acres. The benefit of treating it today is, it's the fall. As you can see around us, all the leaves have dropped off the trees, and so that allows us to have a fire carry through the aspen more effectively. It also, burning in the fall, allows us to utilize some of the drier time of the year, and then also when we're not with less likelihood for escape. And then we also are burning at this time of the year because we have planned weather systems for the area, and we like to burn ahead of those so that it reduces the amount of mop-up and additional cost to the project. And today we're burning the unit by means of hand ignition. When I say hand ignition, we are using drip torches, which are 1.5 gallon containers mixed with 3 parts diesel to 1 part gas. That ratio allows enough resonance time with the heat of the fuel to ignite the fuel that's on the ground and sustain fire and ultimately have better consumption through the whole unit. We typically, when we're doing hand ignition, we'll use our firefighters, our ground-based firefighters, and they'll have one of those drip torches on their hand, and they'll basically just walk through the unit. We use natural barriers like roads and meadows to help light off of, or wet areas to help light off, so that we can reduce the amount of control efforts that we have to be successful. One of the other objectives about this burn is it does take care of a wildland urban interface objective, or a WUI objective. Just up the road several miles, we have a local ranger station that is staffed throughout the summer months. We also have the Monavie recreation area that is some secondary and primary residences. And then we also have the Bear River Service Station, which is cabins and such for winter and summertime recreation. And this burn will help or reduce the risk of catastrophic fire to the area by allowing fire, if it were to come down the canyon towards those residences or towards those urban interface areas, allow us to either have a management action plan for that area, or allow us for fire behavior to drop such to where we can pick up fire and go direct, or to use that area to be more successful when we're fighting fire. We have mainly engines and firefighters from the Uinta-Wasatch-Cache National Forest. We also have cooperators from the BLM, the UCC, which is a conservation program out of Utah State University, Weber Basin Job Corps program out of South Weber, Utah. And then we also have some cooperators from the Caribou-Targhee National Forest. So in summary, the benefits of this prescribed fire is one, limit the conifer encroachment into the aspen stands, help regenerate aspen and start new growth of aspen to further the legacy of the stand, and then as well as limit the risk of catastrophic fire to the wildland urban interface. Those are the 3 principal benefits of the fire. The other thing, prescribed fire is good for the land, and it's a useful tool for us, and it's something that we can all learn to get used to.